All right, we are back. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, y'all. Come on in. As you come in, hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed, and become a member. Tonight is just an open discussion. Tonight we're going to be recapping the Carmelo and the Nolan Will situation. We're also going to talk a little bit about Carmelo Anthony, and we're going to talk about Dave and Celeste. So you guys come on in. Hey, Ryan, welcome. Welcome. Let me let all of them know we're live. All right. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. You guys come on in. I know this is not a normal live day, but I figured we come in and we just kind of recap what we talked about and then go over a couple of other things. So not a long live, but we'll be here for a little bit. I do want to recap from yesterday. Oh shoot, I didn't put Facebook on there, but so we'll give people just a few minutes to get on, and then we will start the conversation. Again, as you come in, hit the like button. It's a free way to support our channel. We do appreciate it. Appreciate everybody coming in. Hopefully, you guys are getting the notifications. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. We'll give you guys a few minutes to get in here. Let's have the conversation. It was a good live last night. So everybody that was able to come to the live, thank you so much. We had a good time last night, and we really talked about a lot of things where, different perspectives were given. So you guys come on in. Let's continue the conversation. We're not going to hold you too long. I don't know, right? Might just be me and you tonight, but we're going to hang in there. Let people know. Let me share it out. We'll be here for just a little bit. You taking a break? You've been working a lot. Hopefully it's good work, something you love to do. So thank you, Wright, for going back and checking the live out from last night. It was really good. And then you had some good responses too. But I mean, a lot of people were, giving their perspective. Like, I didn't realize that those sundown states were still a thing. But why would they change anyway, right? If this is something that's just handed down generation after generation, why wouldn't it be? So, like, there are literally in the United States towns that say, don't come in our town after dark. That's crazy to me. But when they brought it up, like, I didn't even think about that. And then, as we talked about the state of Mississippi and a lot of bad experiences that happen in the state of Mississippi. And people are like, when I go down south or when I travel down south, I avoid Mississippi altogether. And I'm like, whoa, my husband is from Jackson, Mississippi. So I'm like, dang, what the deal is? And he's mentioned, a lot of how he was called the N-word and how people tried to treat him a certain way growing up, and that it was crazy life like that when it comes to things like that. Good home life, but just being treated in that way. So that was crazy. Hey Harlem, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. We're going to give people about 30 more seconds, and then we're just going to jump into the conversation. It was a good live last night, Harlem. Jojo, some JoJo's people came over. Shout out to JoJo. Thank you for coming and sending your people. It was good live. Good live. We had another good interview earlier today, and then there was a new member. We got a new member today. So listen, foot on the gas. Foot on the gas. Went to church. Tried to take a nap. It didn't work. Grandson came. All that. Ramon is back. Welcome, Ramon. Thank you for coming back. We're giving people a few minutes to get in here so we can have this conversation. Sorry, it's on TikTok. Yeah, Harlem, you be everywhere, but you be getting that good information. I can appreciate that, though. I can appreciate it. So hopefully y'all are getting the notifications as well. Like I said, we are. Oh, let me see what Wright was saying about that. He said it's because all of the authorities are in the town's pocket. The sheriff, the prison warden, the judge, the prosecutors, everyone. And I guess, and that's why they can be how they want to be to people, I guess. Sorry, some chicken. Okay. Hey, Ramon and Wright. Salute and blessings. Yeah, so Wright and I were just talking about the live last night and how I was unaware, of, still cities down south that are a sundown city or whatever, like don't come to my city after dark or whatever, because you may not make it out. So that's the conversation we were having, but we're getting ready to get started. I want to touch on a couple of things. I want to touch on David and Celeste really quick because we got a preliminary hearing coming up. I want to talk about Karmelo Anthony just a little bit, and then just kind of recap Nolan Wells and just some things that has happened that transpired overnight, right? That transpired overnight that did not make sense to me. Super crazy. So let me see. Ramon says, we must realize when it comes to us, the law and the judicial system is organized crime toward us. Exactly. And last night, kind of like we were talking about how, the constitutional rights what I thought was supposed to be for everybody equally across the board, but we never get those equal rights. And so they were also saying in the chat, like, you should read it because it's really not set up for us, for people like us. So people, Black people, of color. And so we talked about that as well. And so it's just crazy. It's just crazy because I don't understand, why us? I always ask the question, why us? Like, why are we such horrible people that you can't stand, right? So let's get into some of the things that we're going to talk about tonight. I'm not sure who all, besides the people that has been following me long term. If you're new here, I'm not sure how much you know about David and Celeste in Los Angeles over on the West Coast and what's going on with them. So I just want to give a real brief update on them because on Tuesday, there will be a preliminary hearing. And so what we're hearing is that, this is not going to work, but they're saying that like, at the preliminary hearing, if the evidence does not prove, or if the evidence is not able to put David, in those places, or, if it can't prove anything when it comes to David, that David could walk. But let me tell you why I know that I feel confident in saying that David is not going to walk, because they have the phone calls. They have where he ordered an Uber to come to his house. what time she arrived at his house. They have that he had her phone. They had that once she went in his house, she never came back, and she's been missing ever since. They have tracked him going to San Bernardino. They tracked him ordering shovels and burn the burn thing where they burn humans. They have where his there's allegedly concrete evidence where they started talking, and that she was 11 when they met, and that he continued the conversation. They have where they caught him and her together, and he was saying that he didn't realize the age she was. But we also understand that there was supposedly a fake ID that was made, because we were wondering, how in the world did you and her go out of the country without any pushback, leaving with a minor? But we're understanding that there may have been, or probably, if that was the case, a false identification card that she had to prove a different age. So what is not going to happen is that he's not going to walk on Tuesday. Like, the preliminary hearing is going to bring forth evidence. What I think is going to happen on Tuesday is I think that we're going to know even a little bit more than what we do know, because prosecutors and they save information. They give us a little bit, they feed us little breadcrumbs, because they got to save that evidence to fight in court, right? So I believe that, and at preliminary, I believe preliminary hearing is where you have the opportunity to bring witnesses, you have the opportunity to bring evidence, and I believe that we'll know more about who testified in front of the grand jury on Tuesday, and who was given clemency, because again, I do not believe that David acted alone. I believe that there were other people that assisted him. They said that what David did allegedly was allow for the body. What he was trying to do is allow for the body to decompose really good, so that they wouldn't be able to identify her and identify or put him in the mix, right? But again, they found her DNA in his garage, and they are saying that they think that possibly, allegedly, where he did the dismemberment, some of that happened in his garage, where they found the DNA, where they found some of the pool that he ordered, some of the pool. Hey, Jojo, they ordered a blue and white swimming pool, and some of that pool where it was cut up was in her. They found that. So to come out and say, when they go to preliminary hearing on Tuesday, if the prosecution is not able to bring strong enough evidence, he could very well walk. David is not going to get out of this. There's no way he's going to get out. Let's just play devil's advocate. Even if none of that mattered, they still have child, what, on his phone. CP on his phone. They got CP on his phone. That's the hardcore evidence. So that he'll go down for that. But not only that, there's a lot of text messages that they have from between Celeste and David. There is so much against this guy that he's not going to walk. He's not going to get out of it. Hey, Jojo, welcome back. And I wanted to shout you out last night. Some of your people came over here, and I'm very thankful for that. And it was a great conversation. So thank you. So let me go to the chat real quick. Harlem says, oh no, he's not walking. They found search history of a minor flying to London, so he can't say he didn't know her age. Absolutely. So what he did, I think what David was doing, David was trying to play the system. He was trying to figure out how he could get her out of the country, which he did. So whatever he did, it worked, but he's being found out now. There's a lot of like mind games that he was trying to play, as though he didn't know how old she was when the police found them together. And he told them, but then she ended up right back with him. Wright says forensics is crazy science. Months later, years later, decades later, they can get something, match up the bone marrow to other family members. It's almost impossible unless the body is unrecoverable. Yeah. Ramon says the English language have demonic acronyms. Hell is low. Okay, Ramon. And then I said very early on, it's plea bargain time. You did, right? You did. So at this point, I feel like it's just because if he doesn't, I believe they will put the unaliving penalty on the table. They're saying they're thinking about it right now. But if he doesn't take a plea, I feel like they're going to sock it to him. There is too much evidence against David right now to be playing with them people, right? There's too much that points directly to David that says, man, you're probably guilty, right? They also said that David, it was found out. Now, I don't know, this is alleged, this is hearsay, but that it was found out that he actually did keep the finger that had that she like his name was tattooed on her finger, and he actually kept that. Well, right, you talked about they keep it for a symbolic reasons or whatever. So there's too much going against David for them to say on Tuesday when this preliminary when the preliminary happens that they're going to he could possibly walk. There's not even a possibility that he could walk. What they're going to do is bound it over for trial. If he doesn't take a plea bargain, they'll bound it over for trial, and we'll be following another court case. But we're going to be paying attention to that preliminary hearing on this Tuesday in Los Angeles. Yeah, we talked about that. And Ramon says, example, freedom, free, Edom were not Edomites. It's a trophy for them. Yeah. So pretty much that finger with his name on it is like what you're saying, right? It's like a trophy. It's like, you know, it's got my name on it. Like this is a centerpiece for me, right? But at the end of the day, I think that, you know, he's caught. If it's just, that's just my opinion. When they go in and he's on live telling them, you know, forgive the smell in my house or whatever. And all along, these people in the house and her body allegedly is in that house, and then it's starting to decompose. I mean, they were saying that they found DNA in the garage where we think, or we're hearing that that he dismembered the body there. So, but I think what I'm looking for on Tuesday is I'm looking to see who did he act in concert with, like who was with him, or who was granted clemency, or who was granted, is it clemency? What is it called? Granted, come on, right? Harlem, help me. Where they can, even if they were involved, they can get off. They won't give them time. What is it? I'll wait. Oh, I can't think of it. I'll wait for you guys to put it in there. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I want to know who else. Immunity, granted them immunity. Thank you. But I want to know who was granted immunity. I want to, hey, thank you, Bad Bunny. Thank you, right? I want to know who was granted immunity. I want to know who all went in front of the grand jury, and I want to know what evidence they have that we had no clue that they would have, right? So preliminary hearing we get to hear some of that. And we want to see who, we also want to know who is going to testify, like who are the witnesses for the prosecution against David. So it's getting ready to get interesting in the David and Celeste investigation or case or whatever. And we're getting ready to hear and see a lot. So we will definitely be continue to follow this case, beginning with Tuesday's preliminary hearing. It kind of died down. You know, we haven't heard a lot about it, but this is the latest that we've heard. And this is the most updated information. So Tuesday, July the 21st is actually the preliminary hearing. So they're finally getting ready to have this preliminary hearing. It had been pushed off a couple of times because they're saying it's a plethora of evidence that the defense needs to get their hands on and go through, but it's so much. So that's why it had been pushed out. But the last court date that they had, they said both the defense and the prosecution is ready to try this case. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think I missed a comment. They need to confiscate his phone and computer data. He probably looked it up, how to get rid of a body. And so, Ramon, that's what we're thinking. Like, that's why I was saying that I hope that, like, at preliminary, like, the prosecution kind of withholds information from getting to the public so that they can fight the case. And I believe that they probably got Celeste and his phone, right? Because they have his phone already, and they found CP on his phone. So I think that's going to tell a lot about him and what they did. And then Wright says they are building their case. It's good you haven't heard anything, right? So it got quiet. We didn't hear anything. So they made sure that they didn't allow this evidence and everything that they didn't allow everything that they had to get to the public, because what do? We take it, we run with it, and we talk about it, right? So they kind of did well protecting it, because it really got kind of quiet for a little bit. So y'all keep y'all's eyes open, y'all's ears to the streets about this case, so that if it's anything I miss, because I'm going to be following it, then you guys can share it with us and we can talk about it, okay? So that's David and Celeste. Anything else about David and Celeste before we move on? And don't forget that we do have, I'm going to put the link in the chat just in case somebody wanted to decide to come up. Then they could do that. Again, you guys, happy Sunday. Thank y'all for being here. Don't forget, as you come in, to hit the like button. It keeps us in the algorithm. And also a free way to support the channel. Also, once you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that new members button. We got a new member today, y'all. Yay. I appreciate our new member. Welcome to the Black Link Mag Media family. So we did get a new, I had an interview today earlier, and we got a new member through that interview. So that was amazing. All right, let's move on. I really want to talk about Will and Jada and Brother Bilal, but I'm gonna put that on the side for just a minute. Let's get into Karmelo Anthony really quick. Just not really a lot more that we have on Karmelo Anthony right now, other than this new judge that has been appointed is going to confirm or not if Judge Roach is going to be removed off of the case, and also if he's going to be granted a new trial. My hopes for Karmelo Anthony is that he does get a new trial. My other hope, the big one, is that it gets moved out of Collin County, which I don't know if that's going to be able to happen, but you never know. You never know. I am excited about the team that he finally has behind him. Just wish he would have had that prior to going into that trial that lasted all of 20 seconds. No, that was a really short trial and ended up giving him 35 years. So we are just, as far as Karmelo Anthony, we're hoping for a new trial, a fair trial, and really just, if it all possible, get it out of Collin County, get it out of there. But if not, he does have a strong team that is doing everything they can. They're going above and beyond. We know, what we do know is that his lawyer that he had, Mike, did not represent him well. They did not represent him well. And we kind of struggle with the fact that Karmelo did not get on the stand and testify. But a lot of times, and what they're saying, that in a self-defense, when you claim self-defense, that you do want the defendant to get on the stand and testify for himself, right? Tell his truth, tell what he knows, why he's claiming self-defense. In this instance, I don't know if it was a good idea for him to testify or not. And I don't know what this new team will do, if they will have him to testify once he is granted a new trial. That's kind of hard for me to, because you always say, let your attorneys do the talking. Let your attorneys do the talking for you. Don't get up there, because anything you say can be used against you. But they're saying, but yeah, but this is a self-defense case, and you want to hear from him. Why did he feel this is a self-defense? Why did he do what he did to protect himself if this was self-defense, right? So it'll be interesting to see how he's going to be, how his legal team is going to advise him of what to do. Ultimately, of course, it's his decision. But of course, like we said, good guy, never been in jail. Parents had no interaction with the law enforcement, law with the jury, none of this stuff. So they didn't really know. But it'd be interesting to see how his attorneys are going to guide him on this. Bad Bunny says, I think Karmelo should take the stand. And I think, like, when we look at the spectrum, Bad Bunny, I think that on this spectrum of yes, he should, or no, he shouldn't, I think majority is saying he should get up on that stand and testify. But I think, right, if I'm not mistaken, right, did you say he shouldn't get on the stand? That he should just allow his attorneys to do that? Or in this situation, are you saying, yeah, he should get on the stand as well? But Bad Bunny, at the end of the day, majority people are saying that he probably needs to get on that stand, and he needs to testify for himself, like why he felt scared, what happened, so he could tell us the entire story that happened, because he was there from the time he sat down, from the time he was invited into that tent, to the time he sat down, to the time the argument started, to the time that happened, right? So Wright says the cross-examination by the prosecutor would have been tough, especially for a young man, that is not knowledgeable about the law, that has never had any interaction about the law. Like, right, these prosecutors, that's their job, is to be able to come at you at every which way and asking you the same question that you don't even realize they're asking you the same question in a different way, and really get you caught up if you're not careful, right? But that's why you have your attorney there to say, object, I object, I object, you know what I'm saying? So he don't have to answer some of those questions. So, I mean, it's a touchy thing. Me personally, not being a lawyer or know anything about it either, as far as that goes, I don't know what I would say to do. And I think I would have to rely on my legal team to tell me what is best for me. But at the end of the day, it's his decision to make. Ramon said, that's why you have a lawyer to say objection, Your Honor. Exactly. So that when that prosecution is trying to come at you like that in all those different kind of ways, a lawyer is more seasoned and know that and can say object, where object, I object, where the attorney that he had initially didn't object anything. So yeah. And he may have gotten even worse time if he had, I don't know. But I think, let me say this though. I think with the legal team that he has, right? I think that he could probably be safe getting on the stand. They just have to make sure that he's well rounded in what he is saying, that it's the absolute truth, that you don't have to think about it, that no matter how they come at you, you're still standing on your truth, because the truth don't need to be explained, right? So I don't know, we'll see. We're going to continue to follow the story, as I said, but they're raising the roof down there in Texas as well. So for this guy, isn't it strange? So Karmelo Anthony, never been in trouble with the law, captain of his team, football and basketball, worked 2 jobs, made good grades in school, good, well-rounded family, 2-parent home, good guy. Nolan Wells, graduated high school, was in college, getting ready to try out for the team, never had any run-ins with the law, good, well-rounded young Black man. It's just crazy. How this is happening. And it's unfortunate. Ramon also said that if your life was in danger, it would never change. Exactly. If right, so that's what we're saying. Like, if you get up there, you stick to what the truth is. What is your truth from the time you walked into that in that gate, when you walked through that gate, what happened, all the way leading up to that? Is just, I just think it's a disservice to Karmelo to have it in Collin County. I keep saying it, but I just strongly believe that. Rice says, it's not crazy. They like getting the good ones. Pretty much. They like to just lock them up, throw the key away, take them out in the ocean. And now we don't know what happened to him. Nobody can tell us what happened to him. It's just strange and crazy to me, though, right? Like, why? I don't get it. Speaking of, so let's, if that's it on Karmelo, I do want to move into Nolan before we go. I told you it wouldn't be a long live, but that's for Karmelo Anthony. We're just waiting to hear what this judge is going to determine to be the path forward. Hoping that Roach will not come back. But again, they go to golf course together. They go to dinner together. They talk on the phone. They work together. Is he going to kick Roach off? I feel like even if it's, I feel like he should say, let's just get somebody else to do it. You're getting ready to retire. Let's just alleviate all that you're going to have to go through for even trying this case. You tried it once. Let you move on, and let's just have somebody brand new out there. That's too much like right. Too much like right. All right. So Ramon says, a situation like this gives Karmelo the opportunity to tell his truth. Yeah. And I think maybe Bad Bunny, you can confirm for me. I'm not trying to think for you, but maybe is that like why you think he should get on, is just to be able to get his truth out there and tell what really happened to him and why he felt his life was in danger, just so we can hear from him about what his truth is, opposed to somebody else telling his story. Just get on the stand, because that's the normal protocol for a self-defense claim anyway, right? And then Rice says, jealousy is a terrible trait. So that's why I want to move on to Nolan. Glad you said it. Glad you said it. Again, you guys, before we move on, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us on a Sunday night. It's in their DNA, the Neanderthal DNA. Neanderthal DNA. And Harlem says, Karmelo should take the stand. He's the only one that can explain the details. And I feel like he's the only one. I feel like he's the only one that will come on there and tell the truth. I feel like that's where we can get the solid truth from. I don't feel like he has any malice in him, considering what we know about him, other than to get up there and tell the exact truth. He knows what happened, and he can tell us what happened exactly from the time he walked through that gate. And I would love for that to happen. It just scares me about the whole Collin County judges and lawyers and all that stuff. But again, he got a strong team behind him. So we'll see what happens. Ramon says that the Neanderthals are kind of a man. That's why they call them mankind. And then he says humans are two different things. I think we talked about that last night. Neanderthal caveman. So Bad Bunny, yes. Bad Bunny says he has to humanize himself that's deep. Yes. He has to humanize himself to these jurors who can't see him as human for some reason. Their character seems to be more flawed than his. Okay? That's good stuff, Bad Bunny. That's exactly how this past jury was, right? It felt like they didn't want to hear about who Carmelo was. They didn't want to hear about his good attributes, who he really was as a person, and how he was highly respected, and how he was a leader, and he was never in trouble. He's not a thug and running around being in and out of jail and all these things. He was a good, solid young man, and I like that humanized. I am make them understand that I'm human, that I'm a human. And your character jurors are probably way more flawed than mine. And this is why. I love that. I love that. That was good. That was good. The jury pick is very important. Absolutely, which the judge seemed to think, oh, it didn't matter that he didn't have anybody of his peer status, or whatever you call it, on the jury stand. He was like, that wasn't his worry. He wasn't worried about pleasing people like that. So I mean, it was just all the way crazy how he handled it, and that's why he needs to go. Oh, what else do we got? Yeah. So yeah, it's a crazy thing when it comes to the jurors. I think that played a part in it. I think that just everybody was working together. It just felt like that. It just felt like that to me. Ramon says also that, see, we have wealthy Black people that think moving and living around strictly the pale people is safe. I see that. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I just feel like I don't want to discount the fact that, when a Black person does well for themselves, they work hard all those years to their goal is to have nicer, to do better for themselves. That it has. I don't think sometimes it has to do with even that. It's just being being able to do that for yourself after you've worked so hard. But then at the end of the day, we have to stay woke to who we're moving amongst, right? And who we're calling our friends, right? We know who are our friends and who are not our friends. So I think that I think that you know it don't always have to be that I want to get over there where they are. It just a lot of times can be that I worked hard all my life and I want to do better. And doing better just happens to be where they are too, right? Where those people are. Um, and then Ramon says, exactly. And I can understand not wanting your child growing up around street gangs, and stuff like that to allow them to see something better. Sir Miguel is back. Welcome. Thank you for being back in the chat. We appreciate you being here. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome back. Thank you for coming. So let's go back to the chat. Wright says that he says plenty of people try to be YT adjacent, not just brown people. And it's not always safe to do it, a safe thing to do, letting your guard down. That's why I said, you can do those things. You can do better for yourself. And I think you can exist anywhere, but you always have to stay woke. You always got to be mindful what your surroundings are, right? You can't just go and get real comfortable, because we see what the things are capable of happening, right? So just always stay woke. And it's sad that we gotta always watch our back, teach our kids, what not to do, what not to say. If you get pulled over, put your hands out there, all those things, all the things. But this is how we have to move. You can do better for yourself. You can live wealthy. You can live in those neighborhoods. You can live amongst the people, but just stay woke. That's what I think. Can't win for losing. That's how it feels. Can't win for losing. Yeah. So anyway, that's Karmelo. I know that, like I said, we weren't going to stay long, but it's getting there. It's getting there because I want to move into Nolan and just what has transpired overnight, what we found out, right? So, um, again, we could go through the whole story again of how this happened, but what is so ridiculous is we're finding out that Nolan's mom received hate mail, no return address on it, but they're finding out that the letter came out of Colorado. Now, they said that they're going to deal with people that are sending hate and threats. And so I don't think that it would be very hard to track down where that came from, or would it? I mean, you can say Colorado. Colorado's a big place. So how do you track something down like that, sending her this in her time of grief? She has not even buried her son yet, and she's getting these type of hate mail, this type of hate mail. But yet you guys want to say it's not racist, but let's not make it about this. Why is she getting hate mail when it's her child that was unalive? She getting hate mail because she wants to know what happened to her son because she's not getting a clear answer. And so you're sending her threats like they did Carmelo Anthony's parents, where they had to so bad to where they had to move. And so here we go, right? But they've always lived in Ocean Spring. Nolan was born and raised in Ocean Spring. So I don't think they're going anywhere, right? But here we are. And then Harlem said, did you see the new pics they have of supposed to be Nolan on another boat? Okay, so I heard it. I haven't seen the pictures yet, but I was talking to someone and they said there's another picture with Nolan supposedly being on another boat. They're also saying today, and when we wake up, that this thing is not about the boys that he was with. It's about Katie, and Katie allegedly that it happened with her or around her in some kind of way. So you see how the stories come out. I would love to see that picture if you have it though, Harlem, about it. So every US mail is scanned. Right. It's scanned, but how it's scanned, but I think my question is how, even though it says Colorado on there, right? How can you pinpoint it down to someone with Colorado being as big as it is, and all it says is it's out of Colorado? Interesting. It would be interesting to know, but I wish they would find out. I wish they could find out. You're trying to take these good YT boys down. Yep, that's their thought. And then, like, right, this is another thing, Ramon, right? She didn't lawyer up. She was cooperating. Authority says she was cooperating. So why in the world, how in the world are they trying to flip it and say that she had something to do with it? But you never know. Let me see. Don't forget, you guys, the link is in the chat if anybody wants to come up. Was it in the Dropbox? I don't know. I don't know how, but we do know that she got it, and she did respond to it. She responded to it. So I believe truth was put out on social media. I believe truth was put out on social media, and all this conflicting madness is to cause confusion. So basically, Harlem, like you're saying, we know what the truth is, but now all these different narratives and scenarios are coming out because we want to deflect from what the truth is because we've already heard the truth. Do we still believe that Nolan came off of that island and was on shore? There's still people saying it. There was this on Willie D's channel. There was this white lady, and she was saying, I don't understand how, the white race can be so jealous of Black people, of their education, of their looks, and we was talking about this last night, how we as a Black culture are dominant at a lot of stuff, right? And she was just talking about how she didn't understand how And I think I got it. I think I got it. We can hear it. How why are her people jealous of Black people? Pretty much. Um, was it put in a post op? Was it put in at the post office? No, I don't have any. I don't think there's any details surrounding it right now. I think the details that we have pretty much is just that it was delivered to her home. Somebody delivered it to her home. I'm telling you, if they want to, they can track it. I believe it. I mean, I believe there's a way. I'm just curious as how you do that. If I mean, because you can say it's from Colorado and it's stamped like that, right? But who? Oh, there's like possibly leaving fingerprints behind, but now it's gone through all these hands, right? If it got processed, dropped in the mail, sorted, all this. Now the mailman and touch it. Like how do you track it down? That old pale woman was just telling the truth. She was just saying that she feels like they were all like, right? She feels like they're all jealous of Black people, even down to the way we look, to how our hair is, to whatever. She didn't understand why her culture was so jealous of us. Hey, Pap, welcome. One Papoose in the building, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's see. Let's go back to the chat. Wright says they can trace it, but only up to a point. But who actually stuffed the letter? So that's the thing, right? So how can they said that even if you like they were saying on fingerprints, right? That even if I took this pen and I took a towel and the end of it, I just started wiping it off. I wiped it off with the towel. I laid it down with the towel, but I had touched it previously, that they can still trace the fingerprints, even though you think you wiped it off. So whoever wrote it, whoever stuffed it, whoever sent it, left a trace of fingerprints behind that they'll be able to actually pinpoint somebody, right? I don't know. Bad Bunny says the zip code should be on the stamps too. Yes. So which will dwindle it down, right? What zip code in Colorado? We know it's Colorado, and now we got a zip code, right? If it's on that picture. Let me see if I have it. So again, you guys, let me take a minute. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate all of you being here. And if you want to come up on the panel, the link is in the chat. If you want to just have a discussion with me live, come on up. You don't have to turn your camera on if you don't want to, or if you do, fine. But you can hit that link and you can come up. Let me see, who is this? Y'all know I'm blind. Is it Hika Joke Productions? I don't know, but thank you for being here. I don't want to say it wrong, but thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And so he or she said, I saw a post that says white people can have Alzheimer's, forget every family member, but somehow still remember they hate Black people. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that the craziest thing? And it feels so true. So true. So Papu says, I'm just making it home, Harlem. I'm exhausted. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mr. Lister. Is that right? Yes. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the chat. Thank y'all for being here. That's just so hateful to send her mail like that when she lost her son. Yeah, like she's also the one that's saying we're not trying to make this about race. We just want to know what happened to our son. You know, she's grieving. She tries to come on camera and hold it up, and it's so hard for her to do that. Like you hate her that bad because she lost her son, that you would do her that way in the midst of her hurt. Haven't even buried her son yet. She don't even have the funeral till tomorrow. And this is what she gets. And it's sad. It's jacked up. People are hateful. People are hateful. How do you think they trace threatening letters to the president? You see, they can do it if they want to. Exactly. That's a point. You make a point. Like Wright said, like you said, Ramon, they claim that they're going to actually make people accountable that are sending threats. So my hope is that it's just as important to track whoever this is in this letter. I don't care where they are. Track them, figure out who it is, and make them accountable for it. Make everybody accountable. You send in threats, you're going to be made accountable for it. They said they're going to arrest people for it. Let's see if they do it. Rice says they are so mad because we always overcome, no matter what. And that's kind of what we talked about last night. And that's what the Caucasian lady was saying, is that how in the world can you guys go through such hard times and you still figure out how to get past it? They're jealous of that. They're jealous of the way that we have such a strong backbone and that we are built for adversity, right? We're going to get through it. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out somehow, some way, opposed to breaking down and ready to just end it all and all those things, right? So I think that was part of what she was saying as well. But he said, no matter what, 400 years of oppression, we rise. Told we can't be in golf, tennis, or hockey, we rise. Told we don't belong in certain communities, we rise. Told we can't sit at certain tables, but we rise. And they don't like it. And she said that's why her people are so jealous of the Black race. Yep. Maybe they wore gloves. But here's the thing. So if they wore gloves, right, then maybe, if they're trying to stay undercover, they better have worn those gloves the entire from point A to the end to dropping it in the mailbox. Because if they touched anything anywhere, they're going to be able to trace it. No matter what. Did they touch the gloves? Their fingerprints on the gloves. I don't know. All right, let me get to chat. One pass. Okay, let you pass on this. Yeah, we'll let her pass this time. Maybe next time, Pat. Maybe next time. Thought you could help us with understand the mysterious mail. And then... girl, hey, Hiawatha. Y'all, Hiawatha's in the building. I didn't even realize that was you. The post can only tell you if the address is a real one or not. But what we're saying, I think what happened, Pat, is my understanding there's not an address. So there's not an address in are we saying that Colorado could be or not the right location? But once the post office gets it, they stamp it, right? Is that right, Pat? That once they get it, they're going to stamp it before it goes out? Or no? It seems like I always see her do that. Stamp something when I take it. I don't know. Hey, Hiawatha. Okay, so here's Pat. Every piece doesn't get scanned. Some mail is manually sorted and placed into a container. The whole container gets scanned. So once the whole container is scanned, nothing inside the container is touched or separated or anything. Let me see. Let's move on. Let me see if it's anything else. Black Link Mag, interesting interview you conducted earlier, informative. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you was able to listen to it. We try to have some feel good stuff, some good interviews, and then we come and we talk about things like this. So we're just all around channel. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hello, Black Lincoln Chat. Hey, Queen Nisi Mo. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Isaiah 29:22, Jacob's face will never wax pale. Harlem says, Phases Pat put some information in chat about the mail. Did I just read it? Oh, she got some more. Okay, we're getting there. Isaiah 20. Okay, we said that. Hello, Phases. Who is this? Beauty is me. Hello, Beauty is me. Welcome. So here's Pat. Mail that is undeliverable because of bad address comes back or returns. Yeah, or writes returns to sender. Right. So, but if there's not an address on there, Pat, I don't know. I have questions. So if they sent it, it was no address on there, just to the person that was supposed to receive it, right? Just to Nolan's mom. There's no address on there. They're going, obviously they mail it anyway. I just don't understand how they're going to be able to scan it back or trace it back to someone. I'm curious. Nisi, hey Queen. Hey Pap. Hey Harlem. Hello, Beauty. Beauty is me. Okay. Right says, one Pap. If there is a return address, if there's a return address, if there isn't one, it gets discarded. Right. So, but it didn't just get discarded. That was my question. So if it doesn't have a return address, they're still going to mail it out to the person it goes to, right? They're not going to not mail it. Obviously, she got it. Queenissimo. Okay. It's a timestamp. Okay, here's Pap again. She said, nope, it doesn't get immediately discarded. That mail will get opened to see if there's a return address inside. If not, then yes, it's but how so I'm confused because now that his mom got the mail, she's saying there's no reason. She said you want to send me this kind of mail, but you're not putting a return address on it. So how did she end up getting it if there was no return address? Or am I just missing? Is it going over my head? Am I missing it? If you have informed mail that sends you a picture of every mail and package coming to your resident U.S. postal system, if you have informed mail, they send you a picture of every mail and package coming to your resident U.S. postal system. And let me see. Hey, Phases. But was the mail stamped? So that was my thing. I thought that it had. How did it get Colorado on there? How did it get the information that it was from Colorado on there? Maybe they put it in the mailbox. One Pap, hey beloved. Right says yes, it just won't come back. Return. So that's when you put return to sender. Oh, okay. I got you. Yep. Yeah. All right. And so Beauty is me say, if there's no name or address at the top where I'm at, they will not mail it out. Where I'm at, they will not mail it out. Interesting. Hello, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button. It keeps us in the algorithm, and it's a free way to support the channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And after you do that, hit the member button as well. Become a member to our channel. We would appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. Please be sure to hit the like button to support the channel. We appreciate it. Bad Bunny says, the crackhead, the crackhead wouldn't put his real address on the letter anyway. Nah, he's gonna do that anyway because he's trying to be slick and send her hate mail and not be found out. I have it. It's called informed mail. Oh, okay. Mr. Lister, what it do, bro? All right. Pap says Nolan mom can only file as a Nolan's mom can only file as a complaint or just toss the mail. Place a hold on her mail and let DOJ investigate. Okay, and that would be, I think that would be smart. I would, I think that would be the smart thing to do, and just let them do what they're going to do. Because at the end of the day, I mean, who's to say more mail ain't on the way, right? More hate mail ain't, like, I don't even know why she's getting hate mail and threats just because she wants to know what happened to her son. It's ridiculous in the first place. My brother is Sir Miguel. And then I do too. You can have a postal machine. It says that you can have a postal machine at your house. I think these are registered. You can just run it through your own postal machine and drop it off. Yeah, like businesses do. I know, like at work, we have one where we just do the post. We just post it. We stamp it there or whatever and drop it. Ramon says Harlem, New York. That's how I can be in New York and see my mail coming in Arizona. I did mail almost 30 years. Beauty as Me said I did mail almost 30 years in the warehouse. So Pat says the mom shouldn't open any mail that doesn't have a return address for her safety. Anthrax can be absolutely, like, I would be even just scared to touch it, but definitely not open it. Definitely, I would definitely not open it and just turn it over to authorities. Most rural areas require an address. Ramon says, trust me, crackheads can't send the president threatening mail without getting a visit. And then I track my mail on my phone. Mr. Lister tracks mail on the phone. And then Rice says, yep. I think I agree with Pat. I agree. Do not open it. Turn it over to authorities. Protect yourself. Because they're up to something. Yeah. This is good. This is a good conversation. So basically, that's pretty much what we have that was new from yesterday, just from yesterday when we talked on this live, is this letter. And then also the Caucasian lady coming out and talking about her culture and how much they despise Black people. Like I said yesterday, like I wasn't even aware, it's just so oblivious that there were, these sundown cities. This has just turned into a whirlwind of emotions for his parents. There's so many narratives, there's so many stories, there's so much of everything. But I do believe that this week, because Ben Crump said that, because we're all waiting on the autopsies, right, to come back. But Ben Crump said that he promised that as soon as they got through the funeral and got all that stuff down, that they would share the information they get. So hopefully, maybe even they have the information now, or hopefully by the end of the week, we'll hear something about the autopsies, because that is going to tell us a bulk of the story of what happened to him. At least give a bigger clue as to what happened to him. I agree 100% with that. 100%. Yeah. So I think that's it. Let me see what one Pap says. I just don't get why the autopsy is taking as long, even the independent one. So here's my thing. I'm not sure, because I was thinking it would be back by now, right? But I'm not sure that Ben Crump and his team don't already have their good evening. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on, girl?
Hey, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you.
Thank you. I think that I don't know for sure, Pat, but he said that they wanted to just get through the funeral, and have whatever they go through on Monday, and that after that he would share some more information. So I'm not sure if they don't already, the independent autopsy is not already back, and Ben Crump and them have that information, and he's just wanting to wait till after. Or maybe he was saying that, hopefully after the funeral he would have more information and maybe the autopsies would come back. They said that it's taken a while because they're doing, like, an autopsy can take a couple of days, it can take a couple months, it just depends on what they're looking for. And I think they need to be looking for all things when it comes to this autopsy. How I said, I knew the judge's son was involved when she started bumping her gums. That's what we said, right, Haratha? I was like, it's something about this judge. It's something about her, and no other parent talking but her. What is going on with the judge? So, and then the other son comes out and makes racial slurs, but they say this ain't about race, but you're steady talking about, what did they call dumb black people? What did he say? If it's bad news, they will want to have the funeral first. Yeah. So I mean, I think that's smart. I think that's a good strategy, right? Let's let her get through this funeral and bury her son. And then let's start looking at all the evidence and, kind of bringing all that together, and all the phone calls that they got, all the text messages that they're getting. Let's talk about those things after. And I think that's smart. They got a lot on them.
For sure.
Yeah. I think they both holding to see who. And ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? If you got it, just tell us. If you got to, just tell us. Or why don't we just bring the results and let's get in a room together and let's just unfold this stuff together and then take it to the public, right? If one is waiting on the other to reveal the results, stop right there, come together and reveal them together at the same time with each other. Yeah. And then let the public know. I mean, that's a good resolve. That's an easy resolve.
I mean, that's usually how the courts work with the defense and the prosecution. They usually present the evidence to each other, so there's not no surprises once they use the evidence like as an exhibit. Like everybody kind of know or on the same page as to what's being presented. You know what I mean?
Right. I think that would be logical. I would be interested in knowing what you think about that. Right. So, right. If the state already has their results, if the independent is back, what do you think about them coming together and just doing? What's your opinion on that? Them coming together, doing it together before the public gets it, and then let us know. But I think that if Ben knows, I think he would tell it. The mom probably already knows.
Yeah, I think if they did that, they would. What's the court that's called where you don't have a lawyer? Like it's still you still come together, but it's without a not a lawyer, but a judge. Yeah, it's not
a mediation.
Yeah.
A mediator. Mediator.
Yeah. I think if you do it along those lines,
something like that together, right?
Yep. Yeah. I think it would look like that.
Right. And then Pap says if they have it, then they are playing chess. They're waiting to see what the state has first. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why. So Pap, what do you think? Do you think they should do it together, like a mediation together and have a mediator there? I mean, I think that would be the most fair thing. So nobody has to come out first. If that's what y'all waiting on, nobody have to come out first. Let's just do it with a mediator.
Yep.
She said, right, Harlem, New York, or they're moving very strategically. I know Ben Crump them are, and I like that. Mississippi went straight to damage control. This isn't new to them. I can believe it. Queen Nissimo says, remember we had a Hispanic officer here in Houston literally stating how she feel regarding Black people. The Black Panther crew demanded her to be fired and not put on leave. Did she get fired? 400 years of oppression is always about race. Yeah, but they want to say this is not about race. We've been knowing Nolan all of his life, and it's not about race. Okay, don't say that. But your boys are coming out saying we're stupid black people or whatever in their post. But it's not
Yeah,
about race. Yeah.
yeah,
Um, Ramon, that's not going to change anything. What did he say? I missed it. And then it says these entities been murdering, been unaliving us for centuries. It's not new to them.
well,
Yeah, I mean, I hear about Mississippi. Hey, and we hear the stories. We hear the stories of missing people, and they never. It goes cold case.
yeah,
They never give an answer. They
yeah,
never get an answer.
yep,
Wright says if they are at the same time could turn into a he said she said, Crump should come out first. You think Crump should come? If you think Crump should come out first, put a 1 in the chat. If you think they should mediate, put a 2 in the chat. If you think the state should come out first, put a 3 in the chat. I don't know.
that's a good poll right there.
Yeah. If you think Crump should, 1. If you think they should mediate, put 2. If you think the state, put 3. I think I'm gonna put this. I think I'm gonna put 2. Why do you think that Crump should come out first? I know you got logic behind that. I want to hear. One Pap says, nope. I think if Crump has it, they should jump ahead of the state. Listen, same thing Wright is saying, Pap. Same thing Wright is saying. Bad Bunny says that is another sign that the state is playing games. But y'all, we don't know if they have it yet, though. We really don't know if either side has it yet. We could say that if we knew, right? I don't think we know.
That autopsy is gonna be vital.
It's vital. That's the big piece of the puzzle. And so maybe that's why they're holding off, because that's going to tell us a lot about what is going to lead us to what happened to Nolan, is what I believe. If Crump come out first, they will say it had an impact on the criminal trial.
Absolutely.
This is just crazy. Oh,
Girl,
yeah.
it's like a movie, yo.
Yeah, it is.
But with real live people like that's going through this stuff.
Yeah. It
That's
said, yeah,
crazy.
but if she has appealed
And up for a
and
hearing
up
in
for a
2 months.
hearing in 2 months, huh? Tell me more, Hiawatha. I don't understand that one. I'm sorry. Yeah, she was fired. Oh, the Houston lady. She was fired and can never work for the people, period. Oh, well, good for her. See, you put your foot in your mouth, woman. She said they're going to have to move the trial out of that county, which I've been begging to do. Move it out of that county because this involves the child of a judge, right?
Yeah.
Who sounds like a mean girl, yeah. So she is connected with all of them. They've had dinner. They've already had a gathering where they've already talked about this whole entire thing, and it has to.
Yeah.
It's going to have to. If they do anything, it's got to be moved out of the county. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm saying you're absolutely correct, and it's
Yeah.
like once you see the jurisdiction of each judge and what jurisdiction they in, you can see if there's really a conflict of interest for sure.
Yeah.
Because most judges that I'm familiar with, they all serve in multiple counties, just in the same jurisdiction.
Yeah.
So there could be 2 counties
That's
that
how
share, that share jurisdictions.
That's how it is here. Yeah.
That and judges go back and forth between counties because they both share the same.
Fact. Because it's so small.
That's right.
Like one of the towns are so small, and then they have the bigger city here, and then they're going back and forth, right?
That's right.
So when we did the poll, Ramon said 3. He thinks that the state should come out first. I said maybe a mediator. Wright said no, he thinks that Crump should come out first. Pap
Yeah.
said Crump should come out first.
Shoot.
Harlem said
Oh
Crump should come
shoot.
out first. Bad Bunny
Man.
said state. Bad Bunny is saying the state. Um,
Man.
they reopened all of the cases and found a lot of wrongful incarcerations with black people, especially men. Oh, in Houston, that's crazy, and I
Yeah.
believe that. I'm not
Yeah.
shocked. I'm not
Yeah.
shocked. They will all say Crump influenced the criminal trial if he comes out first. And Bad Bunny said 3. She said the state. Independent autopsy professional doesn't have anything to lose. They just want the truth. I think that's all I want. I just want the truth. What is the truth?
Facts.
What is the
Facts.
truth?
But then you have to watch those examiners, because a lot of those examiners are in bed with the police department. So you gotta check.
That, like, just like this one that's doing the state,
Yeah.
for the state one, they're
Yeah.
saying that this medical examiner has
Yeah.
never deemed anything. It's always been accidental. It's
I'm
always
telling you.
It's
I'm telling
always
you.
or it's always been
Yep.
they try to hurt themselves, or it's
Mm,
never been
yep.
anything but that.
I'm telling you.
And they be in bed with them.
Yep.
Harlem
Yeah.
said exactly. Okay, she was saying that's
Mm-hmm.
Hiawatha. And then Pap says, I hope the toxology report does not come back with a level of alcohol consumption that would give more reason for the state to argue.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this really quick. You tell me what you think, okay,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Lister? You tell me what you think.
Yes, ma'am.
So when they talked about the autopsy, and how, when they do an autopsy, they look for a lot of different things, right? They'll look for if he has water in his lungs. They'll look for if he had bruises on his body. They'll look for if there's any substance in his system, alcohol as well. And they
Yeah.
were saying, if I can bet you anything, this is what people were saying, that if it comes back that there's any substance or alcohol in his system, they're going to blame it on that, right? Because his mom already said, this is a young man that didn't do any drugs, any alcohol. He was very athletic. He was getting ready to try out. He was not on any type of thing like that. But if it
Yeah.
comes back then they're going to say, oh, well, I thought you said he didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm with you, Pat. I
Yeah.
hope to goodness that he made the choice to continue to say, no, I don't do that. I don't mess around. But again, hope he ain't drinking. Let me get a drink of your drinking after people that had something. And I don't know. I have so many different theories in my head about that. But I hope that there's no type of substance in his system, because the state is going to take it and run with that.
Absolutely.
My opinion. Yep.
Absolutely.
If it happened on the island, that's federal property. Yeah, which is why last night we determined why the feds were involved. Because I was like, why is the FBI involved? But now we figured that out, that Horn Island is federal property.
That's right.
And then Harlem said, but if it does, somehow someone is responsible for underage drinking, which is Judge Moore's thing. He's saying, Carlos Moore, somebody gave these, so either sold it to him or somebody went and got it for them, underage liquor, gave them, an adult had to give them liquor and substance. Who provided that for them? And why are y'all not doing anything to that person? Why are y'all not even interrogating that person or talking to that person? Why are you not trying to find out who gave them liquor? Because it was clearly they were drinking.
Absolutely.
If it happened on the island federal property, we must keep that in mind. But then what does that mean? Black men and women are the most
exonerated.
Are the most, yep, that's what it says, are the most exonerated people, facts, people, and that's facts. Yep. So Queen Nissimo says, let me keep my glasses on.
Are we even capable?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, sweetie. I'm sorry.
You can read it up.
Are we even capable of ever seeing or hearing the truth in this ungodly country?
That's a big question. That's a loaded question. Because it feels like it feels like there's never truth. Where there's this story, that story, and the truth is somewhere out there lingering, but
Yeah,
we never get the truth.
yeah,
Which
yeah,
which I'm gonna jump back to Carmelo again, with Bad Bunny saying like we would probably get the truth if Carmelo would get on that stand. I mean, that's the closest to truth we would get, I think, on that end.
yeah.
Bad Bunny says that the state went first. They should be finished first. Yep, they sent it off first.
They did.
Yep.
Yep. Uh,
So Right Sound says, he says 60 Minutes did a story on this just tonight. Wrongful conviction is a bomb to the community. A criminal is still out there in the community and it affects everyone, the victims and the wrongly accused. That's crazy.
well said. Well said.
It's a fact. If he had rugs in his body, it does not explain a damaged corpse. How are we knowing that it was a damaged corpse though?
Yeah, it has to come back. There's some type of maybe
We have to
physical trauma
we're gonna have
or
to
blunt force
blunt
trauma.
force trauma. We're gonna have to we won't know that until we get that back,
Yep.
until we know the results. If he overdosed, it don't explain a damaged corpse. Right.
Yeah. But do you know the uproar it would cause
Ooh,
if it is damaged?
my gosh. Mm-mm-mm. Are you talking about the Houston situation? Queen Nisimo was asking him about that.
To
And then
me, I
go ahead.
mean, I definitely want to ask for permission to say what I'm about to suggest, but I feel like it's nothing bad, but it's kind of taboo.
Okay.
Um, it's an industry with organ harvest,
It's what?
organ harvesting.
Okay. Okay. I mean,
It, I
but
mean,
just
it,
be
I mean,
careful
it,
with
I
your
mean, it,
words.
it's a real industry within the medical. So when dealing with transplant plants in particularly, uh, like heart, lungs, any working
Yeah.
organ, uh, is on the market for matches.
Oh.
And there was a case, I believe it was in Atlanta. I did this story on my channel. I believe the guy was named Kendrick Jackson.
Mhm.
His parents found him wrapped up in like a wrestling mat.
Uh-huh.
Found his corpse
Oh
in a
wow.
wrestling mat, and his organs were missing in high school in Atlanta. And it's so much corruption with the police officers and the sheriffs in the county,
Yeah.
and I think they're suing this town for like a
Wow.
$500 million. So they
Wow.
still, and I'm thinking in my mind, and this is the only thing that I'm suspicious about Ben Crumb about.
Okay.
This is literally their lawsuit, which is civil at this point,
Yeah.
which is the by far the biggest would be the biggest case to try in history.
Uh-huh.
500 million.
Yeah.
And
That's a
and
lot.
and Ben Crump, I met the man.
Yeah.
Now he's all about for our work and our people, but he also ain't gonna turn down no money that he feel like it's a shoe in and that they gonna win and gonna get. And he won't touch it.
See, and that's why people say, they kind of side eye him because they said he's about the money only. It's about the money.
Yeah, not on
But
it.
he's so,
It ain't all only what they about.
I really feel like he really do care and he really do
He
want
do.
justice.
It just
So
takes money to hire a team, and because
yeah,
you got to
he
understand
got to
those
have the
teams.
money to do that.
Yo, they get paid per diem. He has to pay. He has to pay that team.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So if he doesn't get donations and
Yeah,
money, and how are you going to pay the people
yeah,
to get a good, solid team behind him? There's got
right.
to be everything we do is going to take money.
Straight
So,
up.
so for me at this point, like I'm not downing him because I'm appreciative for him.
Yeah,
But
me
then there's
neither.
other people that really need his help that can't get him because they can't get the money up. Right,
Straight up.
right,
Yeah, it's two sides to a coin.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't know you had a channel. So before you go, let's give me that so we can
Oh,
follow you too.
okay.
Okay. So then let's move on. Pap said, they said the feds had to get involved because that town doesn't have the capacity to conduct investigations of this level. So Pap, when I asked the other night, I was like, um, it really made me suspicious of evidence that they had, because a grand jury, the DA comes out and said that she's going to give the information to the grand jury. And I said, it also makes me suspicious because the FBI is involved. But people in the chat, we were all talking and saying that the reason the FBI got involved is because could have possibly happened on federal land, which is Horn Island. So, I mean, could it be two things in one? Like, it could mean
I
that
think
they
two things
did
could be true at the same
two
time.
things could be true at the same time, that it
Yeah.
is federal and they do have to get involved, but also because of what Pap is saying.
Yep.
Yeah. And then she said, they are not equipped with new technology to do any forensics testing. And then Ramon says the Obama backlash is the MF. And then Wright says correct. Queen Nisimo says, but why should Karmelo get on the stand when the video shows us the truth? Those boys are broke. Those boys broke their own father's arm. Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I think their mom like came out and was saying that her boys were pretty much bullies too. Like, she kind of
Ooh.
admitted that they were bullies. But I mean,
Uh,
I don't feel like we got because we couldn't really see everything that went on under that tent. Like,
right.
I want to know, was somebody under that tent actually
Yo,
recording?
with all of this technology and all of this youth with these phones, you
Yeah,
mean to tell me we can't come up with any conclusive visuals
right.
that's legible that we could? Come on, man.
That's exactly what I was saying.
This is the age of the kids pulling out their phone for anything.
Anything, you can't take their phone. They go to sleep with their phone. They wake up with their phone. And so that was my thing, that
Oh
if
man.
that Carmelo could tell us if he noticed anybody recording when they started arguing, when they started approaching him, because they said that this supposed friend started recording, but they never got his phone or anything. There was no, like,
Mhm.
somebody knows something more than that, but they
Right.
were trying to keep it from us,
Right. Yep.
right?
Yes.
So that hole in that boat was a sign not to go on. We ignore the signs that God gives us sometimes. True,
That's right.
true. Because sometimes I know I've said, dang, if I would have just went with my first mind, on some things.
Yep.
So we get signs. But see, the hole in the boat didn't happen till after they were out there, right?
Right.
So it started taking on water out there, and
Yep.
the billing whatever didn't work or whatever. Um, I'm not sure where the 60-minute story was from. I missed that, but maybe Speak Facts, Right Sound Studios. I remember that one. And then that happened a year ago this time.
Mhm.
Mr. Lister, remember, this is what's been going on in the Shy as we speak.
Yep. In Chicago. Absolutely. Uh I feel like, to me, there are a lot of cases and that are kind of happening at the same time, like with the Carmelo Anthony, in other cases in particularly. So I think on a judicial level, I think it would be wise to step back and see what laws are going to be created for our future.
We'll see.
Because you see what I'm saying? Because I feel like there's a bigger game being played too, and a lot is gonna go into rulings on these trials to set the tone for how America is gonna be shaped. Because this is a nation of laws. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
And so a lot of the politicians that somewhat run the country went to law school, including Barack Obama.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
And they're well versed in law for a reason,
yeah.
because those things are what shape our country, our society, and our community.
It is. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Pap is definitely right. Like, isn't everyone about the money? Everything you do, everybody, everywhere you go, it's about money. Money. So he has to get money from somewhere to be able to do what he do. The
Just
only
gotta follow the money.
follow the money. The only thing that matters with Mr. Crump, due to the only things that matter with Mr. Crump, he do he does a good job. I think that's what Ramon is trying to say.
Right. That's
Ben
it.
Crump does not litigate; he settles.
True. True.
Pale Man and the Pale Woman have very expensive pale lawyers. Yes, they do.
Absolutely.
Yes, they do. A lot of times that us folk can't
Yeah, and
do
that's
it.
what they'll do. They'll elongate a case so long where they'll try to drain you out before you even get the trial, just in legal fees.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. And then you're
Mhm.
stuck. And then want
You
some
know
more
it.
money.
You know it.
Yep. People whip out phones the second there's an argument. Ain't that it? Let
That's what I'm
alone a
saying.
fist fight is out there. Authorities or the community got to the phones.
Right Sound Studios. That's what I was saying. Like, yo, how you gonna tell me there ain't no clear visuals of what went down in a age of technology in adolescence?
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, bro.
Ain't no way. Just like it ain't no way Carmelo just departed with his phone. Say, yeah, just take my phone
Yeah.
back to
Come
land.
on. Come on. That's
Stop.
a great segue.
Stop.
Great segue. Yep.
Stop it.
That was
Right?
good. That was good. Yep.
Ain't no
Yep.
way.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Ain't no way, bro.
It comes in three. There's that drowning of the other young black men. Yes, that one from the bridge accident. Yes.
You
Yep.
cooking, Pat. That's what I'm saying. There, I'm telling you, this is
Fact.
strategically happening. So
Yeah.
we have to definitely pay attention to how all of these cases are tried. Because if this is setting the tone by the common denominator, hello, us, hey, I'm just saying.
Right?
Yeah.
Gosh. Queen
They,
Nisa. Oh, go
I
ahead.
hope they ain't trying to make this shit okay. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
just don't make
I
it
hope
ain't
that's not
okay.
in the plan to start
It ain't okay.
legally
Yeah. Woo.
deleting it. You know what I mean?
It's
Come
not
on,
okay.
man.
It's not okay. Queen
Yo,
Nisi says the actual tape was leaked from the school and it showed everything. They moved entirely too fast on that.
wow.
Yes, baby being incarcerated. I felt the president should not have had an opinion on Carmelo, not at all. And there was a football player that came out and was like, "Trump, why are you not saying nothing about Nolan? Why aren't you reaching out to his mom and dad and saying anything
Good point, Nisimo.
about
Wow.
yes, good point
Yeah.
about what happened to her son? Why are
Wow.
you quiet? Why are you mute on us?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I forgot. We ain't your people. He ain't your people. Oh, that's
Oh.
why. Oh, okay. That's why you didn't. That's what it was. That's
Yo. He ain't
good.
got the
That was
right
good, Queen.
skin
That
folk to
was
be kinfolk.
yeah, Nisimo. That was good.
Yeah.
This is why I believe black HBCUs in a certain sense sold us out. We still being called by bywords, black, colored,
I mean,
African American.
you gotta understand though,
What is that?
the people who started the HBCUs are part of the Boule, which is a fraternal order, which started the Divine Nine, the Alphas, the Sigma.
Uh,
I know because I'm a Sigma,
uh,
and so you got to understand the condition of the black people, particularly in the South, because predominantly those are where the HBCU started in the South,
mhm.
and it was more so geared towards trying to cultivate and kind of resurface bad soil that was previously fought of the
Uh-huh.
Civil War.
Uh-huh.
The Civil War was fought in the South, and so the aftermath was so bad. Um, George Washington Carver, as well as others,
Yep.
had to and came up with new ways with the soybean and the peanut to kind of take place of its cash crop, because every state in the South had a cash crop, which was their main source of income, henceforth slave labor. You see what I'm saying? All of that
Mhm.
coincide together, the cash crop and slave labor. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so George, after the Civil War, whatever, it left room for Jim Crow. But Jim Crow couldn't come in until he cultivated the land, because he can't make money off the land because it was so effed up because
Right.
of the war.
Right.
So henceforth, here comes George Washington Carver and the feds giving him a grant, him and Booker T. Washington gives them a grant to help. And these are two scientists, by the way, premier scientists. They they had difference of opinion, but they ultimately came together to start creating colleges to teach young black kids how to
Mhm.
cultivate and create out of soybeans and
Uh-huh.
peanut, other things that could grow in such harsh terrain and conditions, because cotton and corn and tobacco could no longer grow on such infertile ground after
Right.
the war.
Right.
So they had to come up with new, they through genetics, they had to create new things that they could cultivate, make money, survive, eat.
Yeah.
And then after that, it made the land fertile again. And that's when Jim Crow came back in and snatched the land by creating laws to justify him taking back the land. You see what?
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting. Interesting. Well,
Yep.
we getting an education tonight. I know I'm learning something. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yep.
So Wright says, medically speaking, organs cannot be legally sold, but they do have a value. To do the
Yes.
transplants, heart 1.4 million,
Yep.
intestine 1.15 million, liver 550,000, kidney 400,000, black
You're
market even higher.
on point. You are on. That's why I didn't want to mention it. But I see one of your own is on point. Each organ has a literally price tag, has a literal price tag on it. And I'm just saying that that Kendrick Jackson story is a real story. Y'all check it out. And so what I'm saying is there is an industry for that. So
Right.
I'm just saying we cannot rule that out either.
Woo. Ramon said we should have a check and land by now. That's all. Rub me my coin. Rub me my coin.
And that's what exactly they're gonna give you, to a
A
Bitcoin,
coin. A
a
coin.
coin, a Bitcoin.
Nisimo, you don't have to worry about the president. He will have the most largest criminal case on his behind soon as his term is up. Yes, he will. Out of there. Out of there. He should already be out of there. That's my opinion. Just my opinion.
Yeah,
Um, I'm not a teen and I'm not leaving my phone anywhere with anyone. Yep. That's right. Me either. I'm not a
that's
teen
a good
and
point.
can't nobody have my phone. So you know, you know. Yeah. Nisimo said to Pab, I don't believe nothing will happen to him. I mean, here's the
Whoa.
thing, Nisimo, right? He slides through the crack at every cost. Like he's sitting as a sitting president with how many felonies right now?
About 30,
And
32.
and black men with felonies can't even go get a job because they have a felony or a couple. How many felonies this president got? And we out here can't even get jobs. Then you should overturn that. It don't matter if you have a felony or not. Call it something like uh a second chance, and you know what I'm saying. You can get it. You can go apply anywhere for a job if you're qualified. Even if you have a felony, it's called a second chance. Put that
Yeah.
in law. If you get to sit as a sitting president with all them felonies, give other people opportunities. That's why people go recommit crimes because you
Yeah.
won't give them no jobs.
I mean, because you got to understand, their job is to run and run and fund the private prison sector.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like I can't take away what I'm secretly making money off of. Yeah.
It's the truth.
Think
It's the
about
truth.
it. Most prisons are in rural areas that are next to farms.
Yep, all of them,
Yeah. What?
way out and
Way out.
in
Why
the
you
boom.
in the boonies? Why you think that is?
Yep, sure is. Exactly. Black Masons, the Black Boule, Black socialites.
There
Exactly.
you go.
Yep. Pat
Those
says,
are those are the people who created the HBCUs.
yep, sure is. He's the president right now, Nisimo. Just sit tight. Hold on.
they
Hold on.
they
It's
talking about
coming.
this midterm though.
He needs to get out. Anybody that can vote, go vote. See, what happened is he made his people that voted for him mad too,
Mhm.
for not doing the right things. He promised them that we wouldn't go to war. He promised
Yeah,
them
he
a lot of
did.
stuff, and so they got mad at him. So I don't know if they're gonna vote for him midterm.
Yeah, all the motherfucking presidents be lying. To be
they
honest,
all
you
they all
know what I mean. Their job is to keep
to tell you
America,
what you want to hear.
take America. Yeah, y'all, keep everybody calm, keep the
Yep,
American people calm, and behind the scene is fucking chaos.
yep.
Yep.
She said that's facts because I'm no longer part of AKA. I sent in my information into Washington demanding to be removed. Okay.
Damn.
All right.
I hope you ain't trying to tell me something. Thank you, Uncle
Thank
JoJo.
you, JoJo. Thank you so much. And we ain't heard from you, JoJo. What's the deal? Come
Hold
tell us what
on,
you're thinking.
I'm about to piss Nisimo off. Hold on, I'll be back.
Roni, you hit that dead on about HBCU. And then Nisimo said, you better tell the facts, Mr. Lister. Remember Jamie Foxx did a movie on this. And then Hawata said, they are protecting the judge, so I hope she loses her judgeship too. Yeah, I think they're trying to protect her. I think that because of her connections, right? And I think that they need to look into her too. Look into her as well. Uh,
Nisimo, I'm a part of the Boule too. Shit, I sure am. Yeah, man. Sigma Phi Beta. Straight
uh-huh.
up.
I
But
love the colors.
huh. But I could tell you one thing though. I feel like the higher you start to, cause I'm a Mason too, and
Oh,
I feel like there's certain lanes and certain levels within everything. You know what I mean? And I feel like just because something got a bad reputation, a lot of people don't understand it. A certain dynamic. You know what I mean? Because you have, I mean, masonry was literally the total the construct of what the fabric of America.
mm-hmm.
Every one of our founding fathers was a mason. From George Washington
Uh-huh.
on up
Uh-huh.
to Donald Trump,
Mm-hmm.
every one of them. And it's a fraternal order that's to me, and I'm just gonna keep it real, segregated.
Mm,
You got white masons and you
mm,
got black masons.
mm-hmm.
And during the Revolutionary War, 1776, there was a man by the name of Prince Hall. Prince Hall is the first black mason. And what it was after him and George Washington fought side by side
Mm-hmm.
against the British, once they
Mm-hmm.
won, he asked, could he be let into the lodge? And Benjamin Franklin and all of them, they were like, no, because you're not
Even after
considered.
fighting with them and winning?
So they say we'll give you your own African lodge.
Oh.
Henceforth, the Prince Hall Masons.
So maybe that was even better.
Yeah.
Let me just have my own.
But see, here's the thing. Our mentality as African people, we always want to be inclusive because our nature is righteousness. So we don't, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we don't understand that they don't accept it. We don't get it.
That's how I was saying.
We'll
I was like,
accept them.
I
You see
don't
what I'm saying? But
understand.
I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, and we'll it's like we'll accept them, but they won't accept us for some reason.
Mm-mm. No.
And like you said when we was talking about yesterday about the slavery, like our ancestors raising up their ancestors as kids, like it don't none of that matter.
Yeah. Yeah. It don't matter.
It don't matter,
And
yeah.
they probably kin to them. The people,
Also,
the people that they're denying. I mean, some of them they slept with their slave owners and had
yes,
babies.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You ain't even gonna talk about that. I mean, think about it. We all got master last name still. I
Yeah.
mean, I ain't trying to push
Hey,
no buttons, but I'm just saying
just saying.
we all got master last name. All of us.
That's crazy. Why do
Blame
you
that.
think? Why do you think? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't mean
Oh
to cut
no, I'm good. Now. I ain't
you.
saying
Okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think they're hush hush on Epstein case? Because they don't want Donald Trump to go to jail. They don't want him to go to jail, and they hiding and they talking about I've already been relieved of all that. But people know. But it's
Yeah,
Donald
yeah.
Trump,
That
and
that shit so heavily redacted. It's not even
you
funny.
can't even tell. Yeah, but they're gonna do what he tells them to do because
Yeah.
they don't want to lose their job. If they do, if he calls you, you're his friend, he's your friend. If you don't
Mm-hmm.
do what he say, he gonna fire you and
Yep.
he gonna blackball you. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be
Yes,
over,
ma'am.
and that's why.
Yeah. You getting rid of your ass.
Yeah,
Sure.
they gonna do what he say do.
Yep.
Oh, I need to plug up my laptop, y'all. Hold on.
That is for sure.
All right, so let's move on. He told too much on the elites.
Uh-oh.
He hold too much on the elite. Yeah, that's another reason why. He know all their business.
Another one that does too. Sean P. Diddy Combs.
Yep, he showed too. And I'm
Because
surprised.
and ain't no evidence that they recovered all the tapes.
I'm what all what tapes?
There was supposed to be video recordings that P. Diddy was in possession of.
Oh,
The mansion that they raided.
yeah.
In every room there's slot for recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, each
Yep.
room is a recording, is a studio.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yep. And so it was never reported that they whether or not they got any tapes or
Which is why I'm really shocked that he has not pardoned Diddy yet.
that's why, in my opinion. Cause I'm just trying to, you know what I mean? I'm like, he still has leverage. Some type of way, he still got and he gonna ride it out.
Mm,
Because notice he didn't get charged for anything but what, being a freak, pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah.
But that whole prostitution and trafficking, you notice he got that jacket off his ass.
Yep. Dismissed.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, man, once we take a step back, like, wait a minute. Shit, I'll take being a freak over being a trafficker any day of
Yeah.
the week.
Give my
Shit.
little
Give
three
my
years.
little, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My
Um,
business, sorry for the baby oil. My bad.
sorry, Johnson and Johnson.
Girl.
Ramon said Trump was trying to get the people that invaded the Capitol a check.
Oh, the Proud Boys.
Yeah, and all of them done went back to jail even after he got them out. They done been back to jail.
Yep.
So anyway, yeah, right. He says he's sitting there with 34 felonies.
That's right.
Trump, mind you. There is no one in American history that has any that many and not been in prison. Not mobsters, Clyde Barrow, none of them. Right.
But Trump did.
34 felonies and you ain't in jail.
So that lets you know
No jail.
that yeah, that's what type of juice this dude got.
Donald Trump great grandmother is a draft dodger from Germany. What does that
Yeah, and Donald Trump's uncle, uh, Joseph Trump, is an engineer. Uh, I want to say astrochemist who has Nicholas Tesla's. You know Nicholas about Nicholas Tesla.
mean? Uh.
Okay, he kind of created his own electricity through electromagnetic electricity.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyway, like the electric car, how the
yeah,
electric car
yeah,
runs.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Tesla. Yeah,
yeah,
it's off of Nicholas Tesla.
yeah. Oh,
Well, Donald Trump uncle Joseph Trump has his own engineering, his own energy for whatever business or whatever. He's the CEO,
mm-hmm,
and he was commissioned by the government to look through Nikola Tesla's 80 patent whatever to find any type of threat,
mm-hmm,
uh, like a weapon.
uh-huh.
And so he told the government no, but he lied. And so Donald Trump now he inherited
Oh,
Nicholas Tesla's all
oh,
his stuff.
yeah.
And so Elon Musk and Donald Trump like this.
Yeah, until they fell out.
Yeah, but that's a front. That's
You
a
think
front.
so? You
Yeah,
think so? Yeah.
yeah,
She
yeah,
said, "Phases, you must have forgotten every charge they put on Rob was what they were going to put on him, but they moved each charge to Rob.
yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
put on who? Now what?
uh, I think she talking about Robert Kelly.
Yeah, she talking about that's. I know that's who she talking about, but I think my question, Nisi, is that you said you must have forgotten every charge they put on Rob was what they were going to put on him, but they moved each charge to Rob.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about like the trafficking? Yeah, the
I what
trafficking
she
and the
what's she talking about?
with P Diddy, his original charges with the trafficking and
Oh, oh,
the
oh, oh, oh.
prostitution and
Uh-huh,
all
uh-huh.
that other the rape, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah. The R word.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh shoot.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay.
That bad word.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I mean that's an interesting parallel to draw. I would say that.
Yeah. But he was before Diddy.
Yeah, he was before Diddy. Yup. Yup.
Um, it's enough of law graduates from the HBCUs. Can we get our lineage and a check?
I know that's right. I want that money.
Oh, so Anisimo said I voted for him and definitely voted my and definitely voted my interest.
Oh, okay. I think she talking about Trump.
Okay,
She
I
voted for
respect
Trump.
that.
Oh yeah, 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 for
Yeah,
sure.
I respect that. Don't forget placenta. No woman gave birth.
Yes.
No woman who gave birth should have a medical bill.
Bingo. Yep. Man,
But
you got some sharp people in your chat.
yeah,
Dang.
lobbyist is legal bribery. Pap says Trump wants back in. He better drop reparation checks. Yeah, where are those checks he promised? We supposed to be getting $2,000. Where them checks at?
That's what he said.
Nisimo says, I see you. After having a better understanding of what my father asked me not to get involved in, I did, and I hate I did. I serve only one master, and that's Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. That's a fact.
Amen. Hallelujah.
The state of Texas sued because they were not keeping their private prisons filled. So that's why
That's
they
it.
started throwing people in jail.
That's it. That goes
Yeah.
back to the criminal industrial complex. It's like, yo, it's a real big business. Majority in the private sector for a reason.
Yeah. Let me
It's
get
like,
oh,
yep.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's also it's like a select few own all the prisons
Yeah.
or got stock in the prisons. Mhm.
I got kicked out.
I saw.
Dang.
When we talk about stuff like this, I notice they
I was
will
getting ready to say maybe it's the conversation we had.
absolutely, as JoJo will tell you, they do it to him. They
That's
did it.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then now it may oh there we go. And then Nisimo says I sent him a letter requesting that he drop them checks because the red dots are getting our reparations.
Mm-mm.
Ramon says Memorial Day was founded by free Black soldiers from the Civil War.
Absolutely correct.
Create Memorial Day.
It was our day first.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And
And
then I'm
then,
learning a lot. They be raising little demons, little demons, and trying to protect them like they are angels. They all need to go straight to HELL. How about the Epstein holds so many elites before Donald Trump. Oh,
yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
47. I just want to know why he got a pass for so long when he finally succumbed to old age. Right. Like he always gets a pass.
Yeah.
Trump,
What number president is he?
47. That's what he calling him.
I got
Yeah.
you. I got
That's what he called. But that's right. He always gets a pass. Like he never gets in trouble. He just walk in there like nonchalant, like he know he not gonna get in trouble. The Epstein and Abercrombie and Fitch cases hold so much evidence on elites that was there before Donald Trump. Pap said Diddy should have had extensive backup on them tapes, if any, to share them to the world.
I believe he do. And that's my theory. I think he still has leverage, and that's his lifeline. I do. And if anything happen or go left, yeah,
And
trust me, he more valuable alive than him.
uh-huh.
Because just because he gone, don't mean the tapes won't come out.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Whew.
I'm
Do we
telling you.
not know the Kennedys were gangsters and whoremongers? Ooh, Lord.
Absolute. Talk about it.
Ooh,
Talk about it. That's a fact.
ooh, Lordy. Queen Nisimo
And
said
now
the
you
charges.
talking about bootlegging.
Uh-huh.
The Kennedys.
Ooh.
That's how they made their fortune, bootlegging.
Uh-huh. The charges that they were gonna put on the charges that they were oh, okay. They were gonna put on Donald Trump. Oh, I see what you're saying. That she was answering our
Mhm.
question from before.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Wright said, I can't remember which energy act it is, but in USA, if you design, build anything with the capacity to generate large amounts of energy, the USA government seizes it.
I think it's called the Big Beautiful Bill.
Y'all are brilliant.
I'm yeah, either the Big Beautiful Deal or the Green New Deal, which was under Biden.
Hmm. Do we not know Marilyn Monroe, the original 304?
Absolutely, Kennedy, JF Kennedy. He'll tell you, he broke up that happy home.
Ooh.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. All that shit.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Exactly. The state will have to pay for each prisoner that's not there. If it have to be 80% of capacity at all
Yeah,
times.
absolutely. I believe that.
Clinton's own several private owns.
All of them,
I
yeah.
believe it. I believe that.
And they're private, just like you said,
Yep.
they're
The
private.
private. Yep.
Yep.
Privately owned. Yep.
Yep.
Did I miss something? Trump is term limited. He can't run again. Trump is term
Yeah,
limited.
you only can run twice. And this is his second term. So if they're talking about any type of third term, can't no president that
Yeah.
served twice, they can't serve a third.
Right. And it was the green energy, she said. Faces.
Yeah, okay.
Nisimo said faces. I was talking about Donald Trump. That's when I saw that again. I was talking about Donald Trump. Remember those charges were his charges according to Michael Avenatti. Yes, that he stated 90% false and 10% may and may not be true. Yes, I remember. So I thought that's what you were saying when I read before, but I was confused about I was like, did he? But okay, now I get it. I'm with you now. Green energy. Is
Okay.
what yeah, it's green
Yeah.
energy. Yep. And then exactly both of the brothers banging. And then finally, the Intervention Secrecy Act of 1951.
Wow.
So what is that?
Mm.
Mhm.
Oh, that's dealing with the patents. That's right.
Mm.
Now are you talking about the Nicholas Tesla's thing?
Oh,
Okay.
oh, 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 oh.
With the
That's what
80
he's talking about.
patents. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's what he's talking about. Yeah.
Got you.
It
Got
was
you.
so many things in the
I
chat. We just now
know.
catching up. We
But
just
your chat is like on it. Like,
it's
God.
crazy, ain't it? Yeah.
Y'all on it, yo.
Pep said that's what Nisi Mo needs to understand that after the term, Trump will get it. Yes, so basically he cannot run again. His terms are up. And when
Yep.
it's up, he goes to JAIL.
Yep.
And then Wright says Avenatti was going to take down 47 and Nike. Yes, he was. That's why he went to jail. That's why Avenatti went to jail. And then all of a sudden he's in trouble. It was so strange.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
I remember. Right Sound Studio, every African nation needs to claim eminent domain and kick all of the foreigners out.
Shoot. You see what happened to Gaddafi then?
Yeah.
And whoever other country, wherever you at, man, America will come to where you at. It don't matter,
They don't
man.
play. Yeah.
We don't play.
It means if I come out with some sort of nuclear energy, they seize it.
Yep.
Okay. Right. And then she said, Pap, who's to say he's going to be out? She's talking about Trump, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is his like he can't win again, right?
Unless they find some type of loophole, meaning if I think it's in the Constitution, if the country breaks in a civil war,
Yeah.
another civil war, the current active president gotta stay. You can't have a civil war without a president or something like it. It's some type of loophole.
Something that'll keep him in there. He'll just go
Yeah,
start the war. This is
yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
But it'll be a civil. It's written as a civil, so it'll be
Yeah.
an internal
Yeah.
split between states.
Yeah.
They'll refuse federal, being
Yeah.
Now if that
Okay.
happens, that'll be at that
That'd be crazy.
he out of here. Like he
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Howard said, okay, but we know Trump doesn't follow the rules. No, he does not. But
Man,
what about
how we know this dude gonna survive? He done had how many attempts?
oh, they keep it. I don't they
Man,
be
I
coming for
don't plan
him.
on this dude being around long.
They be coming for him. Bless his
I'm
heart.
telling you. I'm
But
telling
we
you.
know Trump doesn't follow the rules. But what about the rule that the country can't change hands during an active war? That's what you was talking about, right? Ain't that what you was talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I disagree with the Avenatti perception. Two wrongful people can't take down each other.
Yeah.
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 It should be that way, right, Pat?
Yeah.
It should be like that.
Yeah.
But they do what they want to do.
Yeah. But in times of war, you cannot not have a president. Like
Yeah.
I think
That's
that's in
what I
like the
think she was saying.
Constitution. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless they amend the Constitution.
They ain't doing that.
Nah.
Nah.
There's a loophole in that they have found.
Yeah, that's the loophole. Like, I remembered it. Like, if you're having a war, you cannot impeach a president or leave the executive commander in chief office without a seat.
Right. See, that's the scary thing.
Mm-hmm.
He'll just go start one for nothing.
Yeah, I think that's what he. Well, I
Yeah.
don't allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Everything is alleged.
Right.
Burkina Faso is doing it with a backing of Russia, but they're doing it. They kicked France out.
Yes, they did.
Nisimo said it's going to be a civil war with the Macron and the Tate brothers.
Mm.
No elections during martial law.
Yep. Yep.
I think his health is going to get him. They say he's sick, but he say he ain't sick. So I don't know.
He look kind of sick to me.
sleepy, looking a little sleepy.
Yeah, he been falling asleep
He
at these
got
games.
narcolepsy or something. I don't know.
Hey yo, I'm talking about he done went to the NBA Finals. He done went to the World Cup
And the
Championship.
FIFA just booed him.
Yeah, they booed him out.
They booed him
They
out.
booed him. Yeah, and he falling asleep like Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, wake up, man.
Yeah,
And then he said
man.
he wasn't asleep.
And then what old folks do?
I wasn't asleep. But you were snoring like that. But you wasn't asleep.
Ah,
Did y'all notice that both Puffy and R are asking for clemency? That's civil. That Clive is
that's right. They,
sure. That's crazy.
yeah,
That's
they going
crazy.
right to Trump. They asked me. Yeah,
I mean, hey, don't hurt to ask.
yeah.
They'll have to prop him up with a broom like McConnell.
Or he somebody on the tape.
Lord, Lord.
I'm somebody on the tape.
Hey, don't know. I don't know if Puff did. He's about to get out. Yeah, Puff about to get out, but I think that he has requested it. But I think Donald, he was supposed to be on that last list of pardons that Donald Trump did, and he
Mm-hmm.
he didn't end up being on that list.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump is taking some super juice. Well, it ain't keeping him awake, whatever that is. And then Ramon is asking Harlem, said Harlem, they're mad because they wanted Diddy's freedom and especially his money. He tangled with some powerful people.
He did. That's why I'm hoping he hurry up and get out because not trying to be funny, but you know the case of Tupac is still out there, and
Yep.
so you
Well, I
know
mean, if you talk about Diddy, there's a
yeah
lot of stuff that's pending with him.
yeah
That face. So even if he get out, if he get pardoned, there's
yeah
still other stuff.
yeah. But
There's
the
even a
longer
lawsuit that was moved from Florida to Los Angeles with Jonathan Hay that he's still going to have to face on an SA charge. So and
Ooh,
Jonathan was like, "I'm sending it. The DA is reviewing it in LA right now, and it could be a criminal case. So it could be.
wow,
So I mean, he got a lot still on him.
I see.
Yeah, Donald Trump at least filed bankruptcy 6 times now. His merchandise is America.
Yeah,
Said
you don't think he'll bankrupt this motherfucker too?
Y'all do know that every president and dictator has a double right. So who's to say they would tell us and just keep the double in? It has a double, right? So who's to say they would tell us and just keep the double in? I pray that Sean is out of this ungodly country. All right, we made it through the chat. That was the last one. So anyway, y'all, listen, I appreciate everybody for being here tonight. I really do. I enjoyed the live. I think he got kicked. Did you get kicked off?
Yeah, I had a phone call,
Oh,
man,
okay.
and I told the person I was on a live, and I think they probably just forgot.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I think Donald Trump's wife want the double. Let's see. Do y'all believe that Kim Porter gave Cassie a lot of stuff, including a burner phone?
Uh.
This is what I'll say. I'll say anything's possible. I don't know. I don't know, but anything's possible. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. That's my
Yeah.
that's my response.
My thing is, I feel like nothing exonerates from uh somebody a man putting their hands on a female, especially
No,
what he
you,
did.
there's
You know
no
what I mean?
excuse for it.
There's no excuse.
I
So
don't none.
that's why I stand with that.
She cannot whoop you. She can't beat you. There's
Right,
no
right,
reason
right.
in doing
And,
that to her.
and
If
so
you
all
that
that
man,
other
get away.
that's right. So all that other stuff, I don't have no concern with how freaky somebody is. I don't that ain't got
Yeah, who
shit to do
cares?
with
I
me.
don't that but
Right.
putting your
Putting
hands on
your hands on stomping that girl out like that shit
yeah,
don't look good, bro.
yeah, that's bad. It's all
That's
bad.
that's all bad. And that's so it's so bad.
Yeah.
And then like, dragging her by the hair type shit. Like, man, what the hell is
It's just crazy.
crazy.
She already down and you gonna kick her?
Yo.
No.
And what's crazy, you're admitting, like, you see the interview where he was talking about, yo, I was fucked up. I was on
Yep.
drugs. Like I
Yeah.
was like, no.
You been doing that. Yeah.
That's when I knew. I said, bro, it's over, bro.
Yeah.
Like you trying to get ahead of the story, man.
Uh-huh.
No,
Somebody
man.
advised him to do that. Um,
Yeah. Try
Pat
to
said,
play the victim.
yeah.
That's the first time he publicly acknowledged he had a drug problem.
Yep.
It was huge.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
That's
bro,
that
this
was that was
he kept
strategic.
looking back. He was like,
That's that was that
what else?
strategy to try to help him.
He was looking at his publisher. What else am I supposed to say? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm strung out. I
She was
fucked up. What else? Oh, okay.
she was
I was
doing
like,
this.
man,
She was over there doing this. Read this.
yeah.
Read this.
Teleprompter.
Yeah. Pap said, can y'all explain to me how do you just get a hold of everyone money? That confuses me. I think we kind of I don't know what you're talking about, Pap. Tell us again because we kind of probably late to this one. Wright says it already came out. 47 is taking a new experimental drug developed by Eli Lilly that
Yep,
is undergoing testing now. It's not on the market yet, dealing with weight loss,
I
fluid
seen it.
retention, etc.
It's the Lily pill. It's pink. It's a pink pill, and it's another company that they coming out with a pill too.
Oh,
I don't know if it's Ozempic got a pill
oh, okay.
now. Yeah. But I seen that Lily pill. They got I seen an advertisement for it.
Yeah. Um, Nisimo says, no, I don't believe anything of Cassie. Cassie was part of the Abercrombie and French
Mm-hmm.
Abercrombie and Fitch case. Arthur says Puffy is evil. Albie sure came to Houston to get away from that dude. He believes Puffy tried to poison him too, allegedly.
Wow, man,
Yeah, it's
that's
crazy.
crazy how him end up, and then his wife is that what ex? Like that's
That's crazy.
crazy, man.
It's just
Oh,
crazy how it happened.
oh,
I mean, was it a coincidence or is it something fishy?
girl. And
Yeah.
then they'll call you a conspiracy theorist just because you see that. I'm like, am I not supposed to like not see this? Am I supposed to do this? Like,
Right. You can't unsee what you seen. You can't,
right,
right?
girl.
I'm a man that knows it makes a woman matter that if you have the discipline not to hit her, laugh out loud, but true. He didn't have the discipline at that time. And
Nah,
it said,
man.
Mr. Lister, why did she go out with him that same night? Because she was scared and forced. Mhm.
And a lot of victims do too still stick around, I will say. And the obvious question do be like, yo, why won't you just leave? You know what I mean? But I think it's more complex than that. I think a lot of victims there's a psychological aspect to it from just actually physically getting up and walking away.
Mhm.
I feel like fear can physically control you even when the person causing the fear isn't present. I feel like that's how much fear can affect somebody physically. Like the thing that you're fearful of, you don't have it doesn't have to be present for you to act physically, as a result of the fear. You
Mhm.
see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I think that can kind of relate as to why victims don't leave necessarily as quickly as we would like from their uh, person that's causing them harm.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I believe that it's a lot about fear.
Yeah,
It's a lot about fear.
and
And
that's
what if I
psychological.
leave and he does find me? What he's gonna do if he find me?
See what I'm
What's gonna happen?
saying?
It
You
might be even worse.
come on now,
Yeah. Right said,
and
what do you do? What you do in your bedroom is your business unless it's breaking a state law. I agree. If you breaking a law, that's another story. Beauty is Me says, I know he was wrong and I don't condone DV, but are we to excuse her of fighting him first? My neighbor told me to ask the question. You asking for a neighbor? Yeah. So listen, I always say this. Here's how I would respond. A woman should never put their hands on a man. You know, you can't whoop them and you can provoke a man, right? We should never be putting our hands on a man, just like a man should not be putting their hands on a woman. I think it works both ways. No matter what, you shouldn't provoke him to hit you. Now, even if she did, I think that, call the police on her, right? Or get away. Just don't fight her. And then she shouldn't be fighting a man, or she shouldn't be fighting a man. That's my response to that.
I concur.
Yeah.
It's both pointless to be hitting on each other.
Yeah, what for?
Yep.
Yeah, don't be putting your hands on me. I'm calling the police.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling. Jaguar Wright said, oh, she said, no, Wright said, Jaguar Wright and others called that he's going to make a public statement in the next 2 days, and boom, and he did.
Oh yeah.
He did. He was advised to come out. You got to say something. The tape is out. We see it. They know now. You got to say something.
I'm talking about, you can tell them looking at somebody. What you say? What you say they was holding up there?
Yeah. Hey. No, you're saying the wrong thing. Right here. This is what we're talking
about. I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up.
Yeah. That's why everybody immediately knew. Man. You could have saved that because we know that was kind of staged. Harlem says, Quicknissimo, she was a minor at the time. Yep, she was a minor.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a great point.
Yep. 50 Cent was on his ASS. No Diddy. Yeah.
50, man, 50 Cent got a law. He got a law show anyway. 50 ways to find a murderer.
He sure does.
50 Cent, the police, man. Y'all better watch out.
I saw that. I saw the preview of it.
Yeah, I'm like, 50 Cent got a cop show, a real life detective trying to find murders. So my antennas went up. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It would be, in a perfect world of 50 Cent, it would be very interesting if one of the first cases he tried to crack was the Tupac and Biggie case.
Ooh.
Lincoln did.
Ooh. That's a whole nother
whole nother lie.
Whole nother lie.
But wouldn't that be diabolical?
Yep. I think I'm in the right place. Any artist signed to a label is a commodity. That's where the insurance comes in. Facts. It's not allegedly. It's not allegedly. Cassie working directly for Abercrombie and Fitch. Oh, she worked for them? I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Oh, wow.
But did you know Christopher Williams was in the same condition as Albie around the same time? Now, what's the connection, Harlem? Christopher Williams, help me, remind me. Cassie was a minor at the time, and then said Cassie came back after getting settlement from Diddy at the hotel. Yes, give him the pill. Use him as the guinea pig. Good idea. Talking about Trump.
Yeah.
That's what Bad Bunny said. Give him the pill. Use him as a guinea pig.
Wow.
How I said, have you seen McConnell lately? He looked like drank from the waters of Lake Mint.
Yeah, it's sad.
I didn't even recognize him. I heard
Mitch McConnell.
I heard he was sick. Yeah. That girl wasn't scared, especially when she started the fight and was stealing from that man. Cassie was caught in more lies than truth in the trial. Hey.
Yo.
Wright says abuse. It's the fear, but it's also the roller coaster. I'll make it up to you. You go on a trip, you get a new purse.
Wow.
Yeah. So he sweet talks her.
To come right back.
Yep.
And to repeat the
it just repeats the cycle. Repeat the cycle. Oh, let me take you across country. Let you heal, your body heal.
Wow.
Let you get massages. Let me buy you this. Let me buy you that. You be all right. One pap says fear versus embarrassment is two It's too many resources for women out there to get out of abuse. I agree. If there's a lot of resources. Once they make up their mind to go, they got to really pump themselves up to go. A lot of victims. A man should never call the police on his woman. Wright says, "Beauty is me. My mom taught me nobody should hit nobody. That's it.
That's right.
Girls
That's
don't
right.
hit boys. Boys don't hit girls. Girls
That's
don't hit
right.
girls, and boys don't hit boys. I swear.
That's
That's it.
right.
That's it.
That's right.
And a woman should never have to call the police on her man.
That's right.
Yep. Love versus money.
Mm.
Love
Why,
versus money. Do I
why
love
can
him
I?
and I want to stay and I don't want to get rid? Oh, I
Why
love
can't I just
him, but
love
I love
money?
what he can do for me. I don't know.
Nah, that's I think that's evil though. The love of I
That's
can't
evil.
love money. That's
That's
evil.
evil. That's evil.
Damn.
You take a butt whooping just to get a purse? Like,
Dang.
yeah, no.
Dang.
Once you get an outside entity, which most likely is a demonic spirit, the police bad things can happen. The abusers know who they can intimidate too. It's certain women they will never go after because they know if they pick the wrong one, they're gonna end up in the corner, balled up like they sleep. Like
Ooh.
I always thought, well, Young Miami said he never did nothing like that to her. Like
That's true.
So she never experienced nothing like
But
that.
she did
He
do some
was,
degrading stuff though. I mean, I ain't gonna say it was
yeah,
degrading. But I
yeah,
just saying like,
yeah,
damn.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
damn.
Beauty says, I just know and have witnessed some females provoking due to being bitter and scorned, but most will not hold us females accountable. Yeah, that's true. You can't provoke a man. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And then Nisimo said, one pap, too many places they can go and seek help. She says Cassie's team was smart. They went after his insurance first. That was to kick off the domino.
Mm-hmm.
Ramon said 50 Cent and Diddy is personal. Oh, it's personal because of
Yeah. I
yeah,
guarantee
because of her.
and I guarantee you that show, I got a feeling that crime show, he gonna try to pin it on Diddy. They working on it right now
That's
as we
crazy.
speak.
So Cassie was a minor when she got with Diddy. I thought she was she was in her early 20s. No, she was with another man altogether when she signed with him. She was young.
Yeah, real
And
young.
somehow he enticed her to come be with him.
Yeah, because she came in as a model and an artist and all that type stuff.
Uh-huh. Yep. Ramon, their cousin Christopher Williams and Ari Shore. Oh, okay. Did not know that. Or did I know that? Beauty is Me looks like she was 20 in 2006. She was signed to Bad Boy. If they knew each other before that, I don't know. I think he was working with her before that. When she was with somebody else. I don't know. I don't really know. Right, Nisi, time's up for excuses. No continuously being abused. Right. That's what I thought because she was with Ryan Leslie during that time. That's who it was. Beauty is Me. She was 19. Nisi Mo was talking about Abercrombie. She was a minor.
Wow.
Yeah, right says I agree. They also think this will be the last time, or they are even told, but it's never the last time. No, if they do it once or twice, they're gonna keep doing it as long as you take it. No, not sick. He looks young and vibrant. Google him. Oh, he's not sick? Oh, is it because of the pill? How y'all don't know the Lake Minnetonka reference? Prince is
Oh
turning.
yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
You gotta purify yourself in the waters of Lake
yeah,
Yeah.
Lake Minnetonka. That's right.
Yeah.
Cassie was a model for them, but she's hoping no one will remember her part in the Abercrombie. Well, I can't say that. And Fitch, her mom played a part in
It
these
is a little
girls getting
tongue
boys
twister,
for
though.
these creeps.
Abercrombie.
Yeah, Abercrombie.
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 I want to say apricot. For some reason.
They have peace over anything. And then Beauty is Me says, oh, okay, Harlem, thanks. I don't know anything about Abercrombie. Ha. That's how we go. Queen Nisimo says, you keep saying that, but she was a minor, 14, 15. She was 14 or 15.
Shit, she was that young?
I didn't know that.
Man.
Harlem, New York says, my baby mother told me I sleep too hard. Laugh aloud. So I'll go and sleep in my sunroom on the floor and lock the door. Right says, it's so true. There are a couple of there was a couple arguing at my old apartment complex. I went to the complex office for another reason. 5 minutes later, walking back to my place, there was 20 cop cars. When she got with Diddy, she was not a minor.
Oh.
That's what Nisimo is saying.
Gotcha.
And then true abusers don't care about the police. There were 2 stories just recently. Their abuser found their ex 6 weeks later and unalived them.
That's crazy.
Yep. I did not say with Puff. I said with Abercrombie days. During the Abercrombie days. Okay. All right. And then telling you don't invite the devil. And then Harlem says, Ramon, laugh out loud. Comes from Floyd Mayweather, Las Vegas. Yeah. Yep. And then Nisi,
they're saying he got some legal
14,
troubles too.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to go. This was a good live. I said it won't be long. We'll be here really short, but I got into it. Thank y'all for being here. So again, thank y'all for another good live. I appreciate everybody coming over. One Pap, shout out to you, Mr. Lister. What's your channel?
Just Mr. Lister.
Okay.
Yeah.
If y'all are not following him, go over there and follow him. I appreciate y'all. Have a good rest of y'all's night and a great week. We are live every night next week. So if you can, if nobody else is live that y'all normally go to, come on back over here. We'll be here, y'all. And then I'll be checking y'all out and following y'all as well, okay?
Awesome, man. Listen, man, you be blessed, okay?
You as well. Be blessed. Thank y'all, everybody, and have a good night.
You too. Later.
All righty. Later. Night, y'all.